Hi guys, hope you're well. Sorry I can't be there with you today. I'm just recording a video lesson just so that we can cover off some revision topics in time for your assessment, which we're going to do tomorrow. So let's just get cracking. The topics we're going to cover today, we're going to look at BODMAS, order of operations, which we had done. We're going to do some stuff on factors and multiples, and then finally something on fractions. So let's just look at the first topic. We're looking at BODMAS. So in your jotters, can you please write the title BODMAS and just copy out the little diagram at the top. So I'm going to help you just by hiding the screen. So you're just going to be copying out these bits here. Okay, now you've copied that out. Just draw a line down your page, and then you've got these two questions here, my turn and your turn. I'm going to go through my turn on the left-hand side, and then you're going to do your turn on the right-hand side. So just a reminder of how you do these questions. I'm going to do this in red first, just to highlight what I'm doing. So we look at the order of operations. Remember, brackets happen first, then other, then division and multiplication are the first kind of mathematical operations that need to be done, followed by addition and subtraction. So because division and multiplication go first, I'm going to underline here the times, because I've got timesing and I've got adding. I'm going to do the timesing first. So 4 times by 2 gives me 8, plus 3 gives me 11. That's how you do that bit. So your turn, try and do the question on the right-hand side. Right, so as before, I'm going to underline that we're doing the timesing first. So we're going to write 6 times by 2 gives me 12. And I'm going to write minus 2 gives me 10. Right, here are our next two questions. So again, I'm going to do the one on the left-hand side, then you're going to try and do the version on the right-hand side. So copy both of these questions first into your jotter. And again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just highlight what I'm doing first. So remember, using the rules of BODMAS, multiplying happens before addition and subtraction. So I'm going to underline here that I'm going to do the 2 times 3 first. So I'm going to rewrite this equation as 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6 gives me 4. So have a go at the one on the right-hand side by yourself. And again, times by 2 happens first. Then we'll do 4 plus 4 is going to give me 8. Okay. So hopefully that should be enough practice just to jog your memory of order of operations. What I'd like you to do now, you're going to go into your jotters, write quick quiz, and I'm just going to ask the teacher to pause the screen, and you're going to have a go at these 12 quick fire questions. I'm going to give you, let's say 10 minutes just to practice these. Right, now we've practiced these, I'm just going to show the answers. So the answers are as below. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So here's some more difficult questions. So again, make a quick copy of these notes here. Put down these two questions, draw a line, and I'm just going to go through how we do these ones. So first thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to just underline what happens first. Well, we've got a times, we've got a subtract or take away, and we've got a divide sign for the first expression. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to underline both the timesing and the dividing, because those are the same order operation. They happen first. They happen before the subtraction. 2 times by 8 gives me 16. Put the minus sign in, and I've got 6 divided by 2 gives me 3. And that's going to give me 13. The second one, you're going to have a go first and see what answer you come up with. Let's pause the screen. Right, okay, so the answer you should have got is 10 divided by 2 and 2 times by 3, sorry. That should give you 5 plus 6, gives you 11. Right, guys, what I'd like you to do from this point, if you're happy, is to go onto the questions here and have a go at these questions. Just going to ask you to pause the screen, have a go, 5 minutes, see how you get on, and then I'm going to flash up the answers. Right, and here are the answers. So the answers for question 13 are 21, 14 is 8, 15 is 26, 16 is 7, 17 is 24, finally 18 is 21. Okay, so hopefully that should be enough revision of order of operations for you. We're now going to move on to the next topic. We're going to be looking at factors and multiples. So again, in your jotters, please can you take the title, 1 second, factors and multiples, and just copy down these two questions. My turn, your turn, draw a line down the middle again. So I'm going to do the one on the left-hand side, and then you're going to have a go at the right-hand side. So for this first one here, the 4 factors of 14. Remember, factors are numbers which are whole numbers which you multiply together that multiply to another number. Or another way of saying that is, what numbers can I divide? I'm looking for the factors of 14. What whole numbers can I divide 14 by and have no remainders? So I'm going to look at the number 14. Think, what are the 4 factors of 14? Well, I always know that 1 times by 14, or 1 times by the number, is always a factor. And then the second thing I know is 2 times by 7 also gives you 14. 3 is not a factor, 14 is an even number. 4 doesn't divide anything, 5 doesn't divide anything, 6 doesn't divide anything, and now I'm back to 7 over here, so I don't need to count anymore. So the 4 factors of 14 are 1, 2, 7, 14. Right, I want you guys to have a go at the question on the right-hand side. Find the 4 factors of 15. And I'm going to ask the teacher to pause the video. You guys have a go, and then I'll go. Right, okay, so factors are 15. Write down number 15. 1 times by 15, obviously. 2 isn't a factor because it's an odd number, but 3 is. So 3 times by 5 gives me 15. 4 is not a factor, and then we're done because we're back to 5 again. The numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 15. Okay. So what I'd like you to do now is just practice finding factors. So I've got to put up these questions up here. I'd like you to take 5 minutes just to have a go at these, and then I'm going to write up the answers. And there you go. Those are the factors of those 4 numbers there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to move on to, we're going to look at multiples, finding multiples. So please copy down these questions. My turn, your turn. And then I'm going to go through these questions. So the first one on the left-hand side, write down the first 4 multiples of 4. Well, we start with the number 4. I'm going up the times table now. 4 times 1 gives me 4. 4 times 2 gives me 8. 4 times 3 gives me 12. And finally, 4 times 4 gives me 16. These are the first 4 multiples of the number 4. I'd like you to have a go at the one on the right-hand side, finding the first 4 multiples of 6. Right, so the first 4 multiples, you should have 6, 12, 18, and 20. Okay, happy with that? I've got some questions for you to practice. You can find the first 6 multiples of each of these numbers, and then I will ask the teacher to pause the screen, you're going to spend 5-10 minutes having a go at these, and then I'm going to write up the answers. Right, and so there are your answers. Please check them and make sure you got them right. Okay, next topic we're going to be looking at is fractions of a number. So, got two examples here. I'd like you to copy these down. I'm going to do my turn on the left-hand side. You are going to do your turn on the right. So, find 1/3 of 24. Remember, 1/3 of 24 is the same as 24 divided by 3, which is equal to 8. Remember, we're just dividing by what we call the denominator, or the number at the bottom of the fraction. We divide by the number at the bottom of the fraction, and that's all we have to do. If we've got a number 1 at the top of the fraction, it's just dividing by the number at the bottom of the fraction. Have a go at the one on the right-hand side. See how you get on. This one, all we're going to do 12 divided by 4, which gives us 3. You're happy with that? I'm going to move on to these example questions. And I'm going to give you 10 minutes to just finish that off. Right, and there are your answers to those questions. So hopefully that should be enough revision to kind of get you started for tomorrow. So you're going to have to look through your jotter just to check through all the other topics we've covered. So we've done recently stuff on time, converting things from 12 o'clock and 12-hour time into 24-hour time. We've also done time intervals as well at the beginning of this week. So hopefully that should be enough to cover you off. You'll also just need to revise your basic arithmetic, so addition and subtraction of both whole numbers and decimal numbers. But I'm sure you guys will be fine on those. But guys, hope you have a great day and look forward to seeing all of you as soon as possible. Thanks, bye.